Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Break It Dawn. Let's take care of business on Dargonis, and then head to Vibo 6. Inconvenient witnesses. Your servants became witnesses of a secret inquisitorial operation, and that is a problem. Is it? We're dogmatic and have nothing to hide. We'll get +1 security. Hand the witnesses over to the Ordos' acolytes. The Inquisition greatly appreciated your loyalty to the Golden Throne. That was nice and easy. The Vibo 6 is 2 jumps away.
I will exterminate every last one of you. It's as good as done.
The fame-hungry come.
Living on the edge.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Oh, there's one down.
Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive. I know what I'm doing, usually. Am I getting paid for this? You've got a problem, I've got a prize. I can do that with the right incentive.
I'll try to use the other ability. That's fine. Oh, I didn't think I hit this one. That worked out pretty well.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. Faith without deeds is
I
worthless.
don't think she can hit this one. We'll try.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, there is a way. Where'd it go? There it is.
I won't object to it. Naturally.
Be gone.
He might get a range for his fire attack.
Vengeance will be swift.
Let's charge through here. Oh, out of AP now. Oh yeah, and it's Argenta's turn again.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Well, we'll wrap this up
As
real
the
quick.
Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
When Fenris is in battle, who shall
Keep your wits about
At this point, I do think Argenta carries a little better than Heinrich's does, just because she has so much AoE potential. It doesn't hit quite as hard. I mean, once he gets his sword out, he also has just as much AoE potential. But she also tends to go first because I built Jai around buffing my ranged backline characters. And so I use her to buff up and give Argenta her extra turns. And my main character is built more around buffing melee characters. Riot. A riot has broken out in the colony. The cult of the Final Dawn has sunk its poisonous roots into the planet. It has now grown strong enough to make itself known. Enter battle.
This hallowed vessel's bulkhead
Oh, it's ship battle.
will hold strong.
Also, I'm not sure if we've seen this event before. That first option is grayed out. I'm not sure if it meant that we took it before, or if we couldn't take it now. Alright, how do I want to do this? A lot of ships. I think we'll use our ultimate here. Get a little closer.
Torpedoes away. Fire at will. Helmsman, take us in.
Then again, maybe we didn't need our torpedoes. I mean, there was a time this would have been a pretty intimidating fight.
Keep up the pressure.
I haven't really used the other ultimates. I do handily think the torpedo one is the best one. All hands on deck.
With the force of a supernova.
Honestly, it feels like a bit of a waste of my ultimate. It won't be up for a while. But another resounding victory for the Von Valancius dynasty. Another notch on our belt. So Yanis was next. Do we have a jump point from... No. That's Foulstone. Where's Yanis? Oh, it's next to Foulstone. Alright, so we've got a little ways to go. I think if we jump here, there, right? That should be fine. Worst case scenario, it's not fine.
Grovel before the true power of humanity.
None of you shall survive!
Is that all you've got?
Oh, he's standing in Steam. Sorry, bud. Odd that it can do that while we're setting up, but okay.
On it.
I will do my duty.
Rejoice in battle!
Indeed.
Don't let your guard down.
A lot of these I don't think we really need. Well,
Don't
this
get
is
too
fine.
cocky.
It's hard for Argenta to
I can do that with
get the
right
guys over
incentive.
here because the elevation difference.
Am I getting paid for this?
I'll do it. Guided by faith! Eradicated! As the Emperor commands, I act.
At least we can hit one of them.
Oh, you're no fun.
Such a cool looking weapon. I'm excited to make Giant to more of a DPS build. Maybe a frontline dual-wielding tank. I think she can make for a pretty good dodge tank. Given the right setup. Maybe a shotgun. And I like her using the exotic weapons. The Aldari, Drakari stuff, because she comes with that talent already. Those guys just lined up perfectly for Heinrichs. Well, I appreciate that.
I have become the Allfather's worthy instrument! Feel the icy bite of death! I challenge you, Damget. Die in disgrace!
Nice. Yeah, not super great, but could have been worse.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
So if I miss, does it still... It still applies it. Fantastic.
Who, if not me?
How's it going, fellas?
I won't object.
Let them fear. Get me a target. I'm done with this one.
Onward!
Oh shoot, we actually took some damage. Twice! This guy moved far enough back so I could actually hit him. How thoughtful.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's
Brush
justice.
this off.
Doubt is for the weak. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
We'll be in range of this guy. Oh yeah. And what about this guy? Probably not. But I've been wrong before. That's sweet, and we leveled up. These random encounters seriously feel so much better than a lot of CRPGs. As it feels like you get a ton of experience. I know there's a lot of levels in the game, so it doesn't take as long to reach each one.
Skitcha! My caravan hide is strong!
But it does make these random encounters feel that much more rewarding.
I need a foothold. But of course, Lord Captain.
I'm gonna let Opar clean up the rest of the enemies.
Your reckoning is due.
I'll have Jai buff him up a bit.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize. Tell me, and it is done. I can
He's
do
ranged
that
and melee.
with the right
Either one of my
incentive.
officer characters can buff him up. I'll be equally as effective.
Am I getting paid for this?
Wolves! Comes play. So shall it. Fenris, Kilda! None can...
Of course, I can't position him to hit both these guys with his AoE attack. Maybe if I move here and do this. That's what I'm afraid of. That's alright.
See how... Comes play. My instincts tell me to refuse.
Yeah, he still doesn't feel as impressive as Argenta or Heinrichs, but
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
I think that's because we don't get to level him up from level 1.
I've suffered worse.
Oh yeah, I meant to give Heinrichs that other piece of equipment. I think it'll come in handy more often. The Warp Surge Brooch versus the Beat of Might. I don't know, I'm not sure. Because his full turn he just took, he had 8 or more AP. It's not hard to achieve. And it lasts for the rest of combat, so he doesn't need to maintain 8 or more AP every turn. Yeah, I think the potential for 30% more damage is more valuable than more attacks on his first turn. I could be wrong, but it doesn't really matter. We're blitzing through everything anyway. I will do this, and once we get to Yanis, we'll level up. Well, we'll take care of the event on Yanis, then we'll level up. That'll be the last thing we do.
Always keep your eye on the prize. I'll make an example out of you.
All of you will bleed!
How far does he need to go over there?
It's as good as done.
At your beck and call.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize. Tell me, and it is done. You jest, surely. Don't get too cocky.
Oh, I can't hit those guys. Set up. I can do it if I do. Alright, if I target here. Real quick, gotta take this guy out. Can't reach Argenta, so Heinrich's it is. I have never used her other heroic ability.
The Emperor is on our side. I won't object.
Be gone.
I'm done with this one.
We get a whole other turn if I take this guy out, so let's go ahead and position, take him out.
I'll see our foes
Into the breach,
obliterated.
and... or is it Daring Breach? Daring Breach. Huzzah!
Is there money to be made?
Alright, we have more stuff to turn in, hopefully to the Mechanicus. We'll do that after Yanis, and when we level up. Word Bearers. A frigate belonging to the Word Bearers disgorges a horrifying landing party on your colony. A small number of Chaos Space Marines level everything in their path. You know, urge everyone to fight. Plus 2 complacency. I feel like security would make more sense. Shelters also make sense for security, but if you have a militia, I wouldn't call that complacency. That one seems odd. Urge the people to form a militia. The Word Bearers effortlessly exterminate the thoroughly outmatched defenders, but the memory of their heroism remains in the inhabitants' hearts. Okay, I guess that makes a bit more sense. Having spent a few days in the colony, the Word Bearers depart the planet. What exactly brought them here remains a mystery. And stay off, jerks. Let that be a lesson to you. Oh good, I'm glad the Space Marines are given a little credit there, because besides the first boss fight against Aurora, the Space Marines have been a bit of a joke. Oh, so close. What do I need? Holy gifts, jewelry. Oh no, we can get it. Oh, it is maxed out. Never mind, I didn't see that. So does it go as high as the other faction? Oh, no, wait. These are the Drusians. Never mind, not the Mechanicus. Doesn't go as high as the Mechanicus at 35. So the Dragon Scale Power Armor. Once per round, the wearer gains plus 2 AP and plus 2 MP on their current turn if they kill an enemy. Base armor property plus 20 strength. It requires Reject the Flesh. I wanted to give this to Heinrichs, because at first glance, if you look at just the shoulders, the pauldrons, it kind of looks like his current armor. It looks kind of inquisitorial. But the whole thing does look more Mechanicus-y. And Modified Artificer Armor. Wearer's attacks with heavy weapons cost minus 1 AP less, base armor property plus 20 strength. So all power armor is probably going to give you plus 20 strength. That's one of its defining features. Increasing the wearer's strength. And durability. So cool, we finally got some power armor, none that my main character can or will use. In fact, with his current heavy armor, I probably won't swap to power armor ever. What am I giving Heinrich's heavy armor proficiency? I don't want to waste a archetype talent or the exemplar talent in getting it, though, and the common talent isn't for a while. Oh, he doesn't have... Alright, we'll grab power armor proficiency on him. I'm surprised he doesn't have it by default. Argenta does. I thought. Right there. So she has it. Why does it say she's not an Adeptus Sororitas? It's right here. Alright, something's up with that. Something's fishy. It says must not have features Adeptus Sororitas. Oh, is it saying... Oh, I see. So she can't wear it. Well, son of a gun. It looks like Adeptus Sororitas armor. I always misread that because I don't look at this little note here. She's the only one that uses heavy weapons in my party. Yeah, I don't know if I can justify it on anybody else. I mean, she has to get power armor at some point. She starts with proficiency in it. Let's go level up and see what we get. First tier archetype talent and a skill. Still Resolve is probably what I'll grab. There was another one that I wanted. I'll lead by example. So we gave this to Jai. I think it's just a really good talent all around. Whenever the officer uses an officer archetype ability 2 times in one turn that does not grant an extra turn, they gain the Stand Witness effect. And Stand Witness, the next officer archetype ability that does not grant an extra turn will also affect the officer. So a good way to get a little boost to your characteristics. Into Coercion or Persuasion, so Lore Imperium makes sense. Alright, Pascal. Yeah, this seems good. Sniper Expertise. Perfect Spot additionally grants the operative % armor penetration against enemies that are 7 cells away or farther. Oh, I'm not sure. Demolition, I guess. Awareness is pretty up there. So is Lore Xenos. Let's do Lore's... Well... Let's do Awareness. Alright, Cassia. Again, we're going to ignore all of that stuff and go straight for the Navigator powers. Veil of Protection. Allies that are targeted by the Navigator's power gain plus 10% armor. This additional armor is reduced by the amount of Veil degradation to a minimum of 0%, and increased by the infusing parameter of the currently equipped Navigator's staff. And awareness. Alright, Jai. Steel Resolve. The officer's resolve is increased by +3. Lore Imperium. I guess we do Psyker Extremis. Gonna boost all of his Psyker abilities. This might be worth it too. It's a way to get around the boots that we no longer have equipped, reducing charge by 1, or reduces it down to 1. It costs 2, so the effect is the same. Actually, let's do ramming speed. So, he doesn't usually need the extra movement from charge. But in case he does, this would be useful. So, increases charge distance by 3 cells. Lore Warp. He is an Inquisitorial Psyker. It makes sense he knows something about the Warp. Let's do Camaraderie. It's not going to be useful all the time, but usually the first turn of combat, she's often adjacent to allies, and then with Controlled Shot, we can use it more safely while adjacent to allies. Her attacks. Demolition is maxed out. What next? I'm guessing Awareness. So far. Let's do Muzzle Velocity, because he has the Rapid Fire talent, I think that's what it's called, or ability, which increases his rate of fire. So the first hit of each burst attack deals additional damage equal to the weapon's current rate of fire. And Awareness. Makes sense for a Space Wolf. Abelard. Might as well boost Reckless Fury. I think he's tanky enough. He could start doing damage. I also like the idea of just making him even tankier. So actually, I might grab Clenched Teeth. Where it gains plus 10 damage deflection against the first attack made by every enemy this combat. It's overkill, but what the heck? Why not? And Athletics. So Power Armor didn't work out the way I had anticipated. It's so lame that Argenta can't use this. Like, why is it limited to not Adeptus Sororitas? So I know it's a heavy flamer, but it doesn't specify that it is a heavy flamer anywhere. So I wonder if it'd even work with the armor. Like, you can tell by the strength requirement that it's a heavy weapon. But nowhere else does it say heavy flamer here. So I'm not sure. Yeah, we have a little while before we can even get power armor proficiency on Pascal. We look. The next common talent is all the way up here. So we've got a ways to wait regardless. But we've got it at least. So that's exciting. A little disappointed by how limited we are by it. But either way, gonna call it here for now. Next time we'll continue to pursue rumors before we head to, what's the name of that place? I keep wanting to say Footfall, but we have this other quest. Quetzal Temer, or Temer. Not sure how it's pronounced. The Quetzal Temer. I'm pretty sure they called it like Quetzal Temer or something in dialogue. Alright, either way, gonna call it here for now. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.